Often when I'm coaching clients, they've come through a breakup, a traumatic experience with another person where they've been left, they've been dumped, and they're furious and they're angry. And the thing that strikes me every time when I have these conversations is how angry they are the other person doesn't care. How angry they are that the other person hasn't noticed. The other person has moved on. That reality isn't their reality anymore. They do not exist in the same thought space that you do. You're still thinking about them. They stopped thinking about you ages ago. That's your reality. That's why reality matters. That's why you have to absorb the reality. You have to take a look around you and say, what's real? Because they're not there. They might be deliberately trying to hurt you. Some people are scum. They really are. Some people are the most disgusting, horrible people around. But it's still your reality is you're not with that person anymore. Anything they do, whether it's on purpose or not on purpose, to hurt you or not hurt you, they don't care about you anymore. Even if they say they do, they don't. At least they don't care the way you want them to care. Cuddled up in bed, whispering you sweet nothings, telling you how amazing that you are. That's gone. That's been long gone. By the time you knew you'd broken up, they were just executing their action plan. Sometimes people take 2, 3, even more years to leave, but they were always leaving. I've known people leave relationships that they knew they were leaving years ago. Carried on having a normal life, sex life, everything. Didn't love the person. Men and women do this. They were already gone. I've known if somebody got married, knowing that it wasn't their forever person, but it suited what they needed right then in the moment. It's more common than you think. So whether somebody cares or not is irrelevant. They're not accountable to you anymore. When you're in a relationship, there is an expectation that the other person is accountable for their actions, both good and bad, and their interactions with you. And we have this ideal scenario in our mind that it will be positive, it will be uplifting, you will be that rock, you will be that person. And rightfully so. You have every right to ask and demand that. Otherwise, why have a relationship? Anything other than that is toxic. But once the other person has left, they're not responsible for how you pick up the pieces. They're just not. As harsh and unpleasant as that sounds, it's your responsibility. You are responsible for you. You're not a child anymore. And even if you were a child, nobody can mend your heart for you. Maybe get a dog. It's a good substitute. But in seriousness, it's on you. And that person doesn't have to care about how you feel anymore. They're not accountable for any actions, innocent or otherwise. If they've already moved on into another relationship, they're allowed to. They're going on holiday and put their pictures up on social media and they're really happy and having a great time. They're allowed to be. They're not responsible for you anymore and they're not responsible to you. That's reality. It sucks, I know. It's horrible. I understand that. There's nothing nice about it, nothing pleasant about it. but it's your reality. And the reality of this situation is they're not accountable to you, and it's not their job to make you feel good about yourself anymore. You have to figure that one out for yourself. And you might not believe it, but when you do figure it out, you'll actually be a better person. And in the long term, you're going to be much happier than you realised was possible.